The animals are safe. The home and at least 2 cars were destroyed. The cause of the fire is under investigation. And we had an Action News viewer send in some photos from that fire. These pictures, taken by Carol Hansen, show what the scene looks like today. As you can see, the fire left the area scorched. We'd like to thank Carol for sending in these pictures and encourage you to share your photos and videos with us by emailing klewnews@klewtv.com and uploading them to uNews on our website.
Alcohol and other drugs are believed to be factors in a crash that sent a Weite man to the hospital last night. The Clearwater County Sheriff's Office responded to the single vehicle rollover crash just before 9 on Harmony Heights Road in Orofino. Officials say 24-year-old Brandon McMillan told them he was driving his truck westbound on the road when he lost control and drove up an embankment, causing the vehicle to roll onto its top and slide several feet on the asphalt. McMillan was transported to Clearwater Valley Hospital where he was treated and released. The crash remains under investigation. However, alcohol and/or marijuana are believed to be factors. Orofino Police and Clearwater County Fire and Rescue assisted.
A 4-month-long investigation ends yesterday in Clearwater County when officials arrest 2 individuals on drug charges. 49-year-old Darcy Prast and 29-year-old Matthew Roberts were arrested and charged with delivery, conspiracy to commit delivery, and attempt to deliver a controlled substance. Prast and Roberts have been persons of interest for the Clearwater County Sheriff's Office. They were suspected of selling marijuana and prescription drugs out of their residence near Orofino. Sheriff's deputies, along with the Lewis County Sheriff's Office and Orofino Police, searched their home and found methamphetamine and marijuana. Clearwater County Sheriff Sergeant Ann Keller tells Action News they've seen an increase of meth use in the area, and this is a good arrest in the fight against drugs. Prast and Roberts both face 5 felony charges for the delivery of controlled substances, as well as a felony charge for possession of methamphetamine. If guilty, they could face up to 5 years in prison and a $15,000 fine for each delivery charge. And Palouse shoppers will soon have 2 Walmart stores to choose from. Walmart officials say they'll reopen the Moscow store after a brief closure when it moves to Pullman this fall. Spokesman Josh Fair told Action News the decision came after the company took a closer look at the market in the area. They looked at population and travel patterns. There is no timeline on the remodel of the Moscow store, but Fair says initial plans include an enhanced grocery component. The Pullman store is set to open October 28th.
From the oil spill to the valley, Alyse Cadez works for the National Park Service at the Nez Perce Tribe Visitor Center at Spalding. She just returned from the Gulf where she spent time assisting with the aftermath of the oil spill.
Primarily worked with local people that volunteered to be public information for the eyes and ears of Gulf Islands National Seashore. And they would give health advisories, and they'd just talk about the resource and their love of it, help people know there's other things to do if the beach didn't look like they wanted to spend time there. And so to help do training and keep schedules.
She spoke at the Visitor Center to about 20 people last night about her trip.
Gulf Islands National Seashore is part of the National Park Service, and they have sites in Florida and Mississippi.
She talked about the efforts to rescue turtles as well as the process of cleaning up oil in sensitive nature preserves. She says being in Idaho, it's easy to forget about how huge of a disaster this oil spill is.
Personally, I think we should care because everything's connected, and we can look out our windows and we don't see oil and we don't see hurricanes, earthquakes, but you know, it's part of our country and it's part of our national park system, which they all belong to everybody.
Cadez spent 5 weeks in the Gulf and says the cleanup is far from over.
I'd just like people to take a minute to appreciate where they do live and keep in mind the people that have a lot of difficulty because of natural disasters where they live and man-made disasters.
Well, pretty cloudy day out there, but still some pretty high temperatures.
You know, we had some sun breaks that was quite nice, but then we did have a little weather system that came through. Things clouded up for most of our viewing audience. In fact, some of us had a little bit of rain, isolated showers last night. Others didn't see anything. 78 degrees right now at the Lewiston-Nez County Airport. The winds are very calm. As we'll show you around the Pacific Northwest on our satellite radar, almost dead center. You can see this with the northeast part of Oregon. That's that little weather system that's making its way